Hey, this is Brian Jones from eLearning Art. Today I wanted to show you a little bit about what the EMF format is and some of the benefits and drawbacks to it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So this slide you'll see here, let me open it up in PowerPoint. So first of all, EMF is Microsoft's scalable vector format, and you'll see this is a PNG on the left and this is an EMF. And a PNG, whatever I saved it out as, is great, but once I scale it beyond that size, you start to see a fuzziness. But when you have an EMF format, scaled it up really big, and you don't get that same fuzziness. So those EMFs become scalable right within Microsoft, so you don't have to go into another source file to deal with a vector file. You can do it right within Microsoft. A couple of the other advantages when you have Clipart, and I have lessons on how to do all of these individual things, but basically starting with simple icons, you can actually ungroup them and then recolor some of the objects, so it gives you more customization than if you just had a PNG. There was a single file. Same thing, you can ungroup it and add some sort of effects like making the phone ring like that, or animation builds. And again, I have more lessons on this. Here I've taken the original files and modified them, so I was able to make it go from the chart going up to the chart going down, or changing the time on a clock, or taking two pieces of clipart and adding them to create something new. So the EMF format isn't perfect. So a PNG, you're gonna get exactly what the vector format had for you. So you'll see sometimes an EMF where this should have been a straight line. You get a little bit of degradation, but for most of what you're doing in an e-learning course or a PowerPoint presentation, it's so small. I mean, that building is now really huge. You'd really be dealing with it, maybe that at the biggest. So zoom in there, and it's almost not noticeable. So I think the drawbacks really aren't there. If you wanted to have that really high quality, what you could do is go back into the main file format, save it out as a PNG, but it's a trade-off. You lose some of the flexibility with the PNG. The recoloring you could also go back and do in the source file if you have access to those source files. But the other thing you can do is, so I created this with just this shape here in another lesson. You can go back and take a look at it, but I basically, let's show you really quickly. Where's hold on one second. Alright, so I'm back here. So anyways, I had created this bike by tracing over an image, then I turned it black and grouped it and saved it out as an EMF. And now let me show you that again, just when you're saving that EMF. So now you can right click on anything that you create, go save as picture, and what you'll see here, it's defaulting to the PNG, but there's two options for you here, and they're both clipart styles. Microsoft Metafile, that's the old vector format. You should really save it out as a enhanced Windows Metafile. That's an EMF, and then you can name it and save it somewhere. But anyways, EMFs are great to work with. There's a lot of advantages. It's scalable, it's editable, and you can recolor it. So I hope that helped answer some questions about the EMF format and how it works in Microsoft. That EMF you may not be able to insert into another third-party program, but you can always create what you want within PowerPoint and then save it out as a PNG. So you could, let's say, recolor an icon, save it as a PNG, and then insert it into another e-learning program or tool or graphic design program. Thanks so much. I have a whole bunch of lessons on dealing with clipart and icons. So you can visit elearningart.com for more of those, or visit my YouTube page where you can see a lot more of these screencasts. Have a great day. Thanks.